working on the C5 here. So this car has an issue with the headlights. When you roll them down, they make noise. Sometimes when you roll them up, both of them don't come up. So let's give you a listen right now. And then I roll down. It's this side. This side's making noise too, so I bought the gears for both of them, so let's go ahead and replace the gears in both of them. Okay, to get to the headlight motor, we gotta take off the headlight cover here. So I got a T15, two T15 screws right here on the back that I'm gonna do now. And then we can pop the headlight up and get the ones on the sides. Alrighty, pop the headlights up, unplug the connector. Now they won't come down. Now if I need to manually move these, I can screw this and that will turn it. So now we just have some, looks like a Phillips screw here and another set of screws on this side. With the two screws off on this side, this pops on out and I can just fish this out of there. Now I believe I just have two Torx screws on each side. I marked them so where they are, that way I can install them in the same spot. And they are T15s. So again, remove these. And now this should just come off. Just like that. We have two pivot point bolts. It's just a bolt with the nut on the end. This is an 8mm nut, and then this is a T20. You gotta use a wrench and then T20 on this side to get them out. And it's kind of tight on there, so don't drop the nuts. Let me get this other one off. And now they're out, we can just kind of drop this down basically and just get it out of our way as much as possible. Okay, so here we have a lot better of access. It looks like we got 3 nuts, bolts probably, and that's all it takes to take this off. So let's work on that. So right now working on the nut that's attached to the motor here. This is what actually moves the headlight. So once we take this off, the headlight cover itself will be fully detached and will no longer be connected to this motor. There we go, it's off. And now that arm should be able to pop out. And lastly, all the nuts are out. The bolts, well, the 2 bottom ones didn't exactly clear, but now there's enough room for this to come on out. And just like that, we have our headlight motor. Alright, now you can remove these connectors and then you can take this out to your workbench, but I'm just going to work on it right here. The early headlight motors, 97 to 2000, had 3 bolts. Late 2000 and then to the end of the C5 was just glued on. So this looks to be a late 2000. It's glued on, so I'm going to have to jam my screwdriver in there, break the seal, pop this off. Alright, I've been prying little by little. Careful, because you can just snap the plastic tabs off a little. But here we go. Destroyed teeth. Just in the one spot it looks like. Motor gear itself looks fine. Alright, let's clean this off. Let's get ready to swap our new gear on. So the gear just kind of pops out of this rod. There we go, one hand. And here we have the old gear and my new gear here. Seems to be identical. Alright, so we got our new gear. Put a little bit of, this is basically wheel bearing grease, but you could use lithium grease. And a little on the motor gear itself. Spline it up, drop it in, and that's it. Now we can put this back on, glue it in. I think I'm going to use maybe an RTV and just glued in like that. Alright, got everything buttoned back up besides the headlight cover, and let's test it out, make sure it doesn't make any noise. Now I've already noticed something a little strange here. They're opposite. I don't know how that happened, but I'm getting no noise out of the new one, and it's working. So that was unexpected. I'm not sure why they're opposite. They got unsynced. Well, let me do the same thing to that one, and then hopefully when I do it to that side, they sync up again. So I got the passenger side off, and I realized my mistake here on the driver's side. There's these white stoppers, basically. These are the low and the high stopper. And I put this connection to the motor on the wrong direction. So it's contacting the stoppers on the opposite side. So it looks like I went to the left of this white stopper when I should have been on the right side of this white stopper. So I gotta take this off, reorientate the arm. No big deal. Passenger side's done. Now they're at the same points here. And that gear, same thing, just stripped off at the very bottom. So let's see if this works. Looks like it. It's going up and going down with no noises. Awesome. Let's button everything else up. Alright, we are buttoned up. Headlights down, up, down. Let's put the hood down, see how it looks. Looks about how it did. Yeah, looks pretty good. And headlights up. Awesome. Back down. Great, so we solved the issue. No more headlight clatter, and all it was just some broken gears inside both of the headlight motors. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.